everyone, welcome back to my video blog. My name is Sarah from Harpersshadow.com. This is my second video ever, and my first one was actually just yesterday. It was an introductory video. So I hope I'm not killing you guys yet with too many videos, but I just thought it would be a really good time to do a more in-depth review on my LORAC Unzipped eyeshadow palette. I actually did a really detailed review on this when I first got it and when it came out last year on my blog, and I'll link to that below, but I just thought it would make sense to do a more detailed video on it as well, just because it is such a cool product. I know you're thinking, eyeshadow palette, you've seen one, you've seen them all, but this one really is different. I'm kind of picky about my palettes just because I can't wear tons of colors. In my opinion, I have olive skin, I have really dark brown eyes, so I just have to be careful that, you know, first of all, that the colors are really neutral, that I can wear them pretty often, that there's not some colors that are completely wasted in the palette, that they're flattering, and this palette is all of those things, and the quality of the eyeshadows is amazing. The pigment that you can pick up is crazy. So anyways, this palette has 10 shades total. As you can see, it's kind of in the brown family, so lots of browns, lots of golds. I do think that there's something for everyone just because there's some cooler and warmer shades in here. You can still create a dark, smoky, dramatic effect if you want, or you can go with a, you know, more lighter, neutral eye. There's a lot of different combinations that you can create. Most of them are shimmery. There's a few that are matte, but for the most part they're shimmery, which I really like. And then, you know, you can always tone it down with the matte shade if you want to, but as you can see, I've been using the pan. I've been using all of these pans a lot. My favorite color, though, is probably Unreal right here. It is like a really, really pretty rose gold. And I know rose gold's super in style right now, but regardless of that, I just think it's a really pretty color. It's really flattering. This, I don't know if you guys can see, is what it looks like. I'm wearing it right now on my eyes, actually. So really, really pretty color. I'm wearing that, and I'm wearing Unnatural, which is like a really kind of just bronze color, I think. Yeah, and I'm wearing that on my crease right now as well. The only color that I'm not super crazy about is this Undercover right here, just because it doesn't seem to pick up really well from the palette. I know that I use my fingers a lot, which they're clean, so don't worry, but I know I probably should be using a brush, but I'm usually in such a hurry and fingers are just a lot faster when I'm, you know, kind of rushing in the morning to get to work or trying to get wherever I'm going. These shades down here I really like. Obviously I don't wear them as often just because they are so dark, but this Unconditional right here, this sort of like cappuccino color, I love. That's a really good crease shade to wear when you go to work, actually, just because it's not too dramatic, so it doesn't look like you're trying to go to a club or anything in the office, but it's still very, you know, it does its job as far as, you know, defining your eyes, making them look a little bit larger. So is this Unspoken right here. It's just, I would definitely say it's more of like a muddy brown, not muddy actually, just kind of a brown color, much more warmer than this Unconditional right up top. The Unspoken's really pretty. It has this really pretty, not pretty, but has a really convenient mirror up top, which is nice, because sometimes I'll use it to see, like, you know, the back of my head, what my hair looks like in the bathroom. And then as far as the packaging itself, it's pretty basic. It's not anything special. I'm not going to lie and say that it's gorgeous or anything. You can see what it looks like. It's, you know, made out of that really thick cardboard type stuff, but I'm pretty rough on everything, particularly my makeup. I drop it a lot and I travel and that kind of thing, and I, you know, have had no issues with it breaking or falling apart. So I will say that it is pretty well made. I just wish it was, you know, prettier, I guess. But it serves its purpose, and I don't buy things particularly for the packaging. I just really want the products to work, and this one, definitely the products have just won me over completely. So I highly recommend this. When I bought it, it did come with a little eye insurance type of thing, you know, basically just an eye primer for the shadows, which I did a review on as well. And I really did like that product, but I usually don't use that kind of stuff unless I'm going out for the night, or I'm in a, you know, I know that I'm going to be out for a really long day. But I did like that, just in case you're curious if it came with anything. But in general, I highly, highly recommend this palette, especially if you have the same, you know, if you're in the same color tone family as me, I guess. I just think it's really flattering. But even if you aren't, I definitely think that you should just try it out, because for the most part, they're really neutral, and I think that it would match a lot of people. And again, you can kind of play around with all the different shades, but I would definitely say my favorite thing about this palette is that every single one of them is wearable. So again, I highly recommend. I think you can pick it up at Sephora. I don't know about Ulta. I actually got mine at one of those Sephora and JCPenney's types of things. When it first came out, it was actually pretty hard to find in just like a regular Sephora store. So I kind of went on a little hunt to go find it because I knew that I would love it. And I have ever since. So really great purchase, I think. Again, it's between $40 or $50. I can't remember off the top of my head. $40. And anyways, it's just a perfect product. So go check it out, and hopefully I will have another video coming up in the next couple of weeks or so, maybe sooner, maybe a little bit later. I hope you enjoyed these two so far, and thank you so much for stopping by.